Who is Lord Chaitanya? Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami writes in the beginning of his Chaitanya Charitamrita, I offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters, the devotees of the Lord's incarnations, the Lord's plenary portions, the Lord's energies, and the primeval Lord himself, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, who are like the sun and moon. They have arisen simultaneously on the horizon of Gauda Desh to dissipate the darkness of ignorance and thus wonderfully bestow benediction upon all. What the Upanishads describe as the impersonal Brahman is but the effulgence of the Lord's body, and the Lord, known as the Supersoul, is but his localized plenary portion. Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna himself, full with 6 opulences. He is the absolute truth, and no other truth is greater than or equal to him. May that Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Shachi Devi, be transcendently situated in the innermost chambers of your heart. Resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, he has appeared in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before. And what is that? The most sublime and radiant mellow of devotional service, known as the mellow of conjugal love. The loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. Although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, they separated themselves eternally. Now, these two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself. Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love, the Supreme Lord Hari Krishna, richly endowed with Srimati Radharani's emotions, appeared from the womb of Srimati Shachi Devi, just as it is said that the moon appeared from the ocean. Part 2. Understanding the Pancha Tattva, Lord Chaitanya in 5 features. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasa Adigaur Bhakta Brinda. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami writes as follows. Let me first offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the ultimate goal of life for one bereft of all possessions in this material world, and is the only meaning for one advancing in spiritual life. Thus, let me write about Lord Chaitanya's magnanimous contribution of devotional service in love of God. Let me offer glorification to the Supreme Lord, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one who has taken shelter of Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet is the most glorified person. In the beginning of this book, I discussed Guru Tattva, the truth regarding the spiritual master. Now, I shall try to explain the Pancha Tattva. These 5 tattvas or truths incarnate with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and thus the Lord executes his Sankirtan movement with great pleasure. Spiritually, there are no differences between these 5 tattvas, for on the transcendental platform, everything is absolute. And yet, there are also varieties in the spiritual world, and in order to taste these spiritual varieties, one should distinguish between them. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. Let me offer my obeisances unto Lord Sri Krishna, who has manifested himself in 5 as a devotee, expansion of a devotee, incarnation of a devotee, pure devotee, and devotional energy. The reservoir of all pleasure, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna himself, is the supreme controller, and no one is greater than or equal to Sri Krishna. Yet he appears as the son of Maharaj Nanda. Lord Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the supreme enjoyer in the rasa dance. Krishna is the leader of the damsels of Braja, and all others are simply Krishna's associates. Early in the age of Kali, the selfsame Lord Krishna advented himself as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, along with his eternal associates, who are also equally glorious. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the supreme controller, the one personality of Godhead, has ecstatically become a devotee, and yet his body is transcendental and not materially tinged. The transcendental mellow of conjugal love of Krishna is so wonderful that Krishna himself accepts the form of a devotee to relish and taste it fully. And so, for this reason, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Teacher, accepts the form of a devotee and also accepts Lord Nityananda as his spiritual elder brother. Meanwhile, Sri Advaita Acharya is Lord Chaitanya's incarnation as a devotee. Therefore, these 3 tattvas, Chaitanya, Nityananda, and Advaita, are predominators or masters. One of them, Lord Chaitanya, is Mahaprabhu, and the other 2 are Prabhus. These 2 Prabhus, Nityananda and Advaita, serve the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu. And so the 3 predominators, Chaitanya, Nityananda, and Advaita, are worshipable by all living entities. And the 4th principle, Sri Gadadhar Prabhu, is understood to be their worshipper. And there are also innumerable pure devotees of the Lord, headed by Srivas Thakur, who are known as unalloyed devotees. Those devotees, headed by Gadadhar Pandit, are to be considered incarnations of the Lord's internal pleasure potency. They are confidential devotees engaged in the service of the Lord. And so the internal devotees or potencies are all eternal associates in the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. Only with them does Mahaprabhu advent to propound the Sankirtan movement, and only with them does Gauranga Mahatmyam taste the mellow of conjugal love, and only with them does Sri Krishna Chaitanya distribute this love of God to people in general. The characteristics of Krishna are understood to be a storehouse of transcendental love. Now, although that storehouse of love certainly came with Krishna when he was present 5,000 years ago, it was sealed. But when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came with his associates of the Panchatattva 500 years ago, they broke the seal and plundered the storehouse to taste transcendental love of Krishna. And the more they tasted it, the more their thirst for it grew. And so Sri Panchatattva themselves danced again and again, thus making it easier to drink nectarian love of Godhead. They danced, cried, laughed, and chanted just like madmen, and in this way they distributed love of Godhead. Now, in distributing love of Godhead, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates did not consider who was a fit candidate and who was not, nor where such distribution should or should not take place. They made no conditions. Wherever they got the opportunity, the members of the Panchatattva distributed love of Godhead. Although the members of the Panchatattva plundered the storehouse of love of Godhead and ate and distributed its contents, still there was no scarcity, for this wonderful storehouse is so complete that as the love is distributed, the supply increases hundreds of times. And so the flood of love of Godhead swelled in all directions, and thus young men, old men, women, and children were all immersed in that inundation of love of God. And it is predicted the Krishna consciousness movement will inundate the entire world and drown everyone, whether one be a gentleman, a rogue, or even lame, invalid, or blind. And when the 5 members of the Panchatattva saw the entire world drowned in love of Godhead, and the seed of material enjoyment in the living entities completely destroyed, they all became exceedingly happy. The more the members of the Panchatattva caused the rains of love of Godhead to fall, the more the inundation increases and spreads all over the world. But the impersonalists, the fruitive workers, the false logicians, the blasphemers, the non-devotees, and the lowest among the student community are very expert in avoiding the Krishna consciousness movement, and therefore the inundation of Krishna consciousness cannot touch them. And so, seeing the Mayavadis and others were fleeing, Lord Chaitanya thought, I wanted everyone to be immersed in this inundation of love of Godhead, but some of them have escaped. Therefore, I shall devise a trick to drown them also. And thus, Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the sannyas order of life after full consideration. Lord Chaitanya remained in householder life for 24 years, and on the verge of his 25th year, he accepted sannyas. After accepting the sannyas order, Lord Chaitanya attracted the attention of all those who had evaded him, beginning with the logicians. And thus, the students, infidels, fruitive workers, and critics all came to surrender unto the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya excused them all, and they merged into the ocean of devotional service, for no one can escape the unique loving network of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya appeared in order to deliver all the fallen souls. Therefore, he devised many methods to liberate them from the clutches of Maya. All were converted into devotees of Lord Chaitanya, even the Mlechas and Yavanas. Parama Karuna Pahudvijana Natai Gaura Chandra Parama Karuna Pahudvijana Natai Gaura Chandra Shaba Avatar Shara Shiromani Kevala Ananda Kanda Shaba Avatar Shara Shiromani Kevala Ananda Kanda Bhajo Bhajo Bhai Chaitanya Nitai Sudridha Ishwasa Kori Bhajo Bhajo Bhai Chaitanya Nitai Sudridha Vishwasa Kori Vishaya Chadiya Shera Shemajiya Mukhe Bolo Hari Hari Vishaya Chadiya Shera Shemajiya Mukhe Bolo Hari Hari Dekho Ore Bhai Tribhuvane Nai Emona Doyala Datta Pashu Paki Jure Hashana Vidare Shunijara Gunagata Sansare Majia Rohili Podia Shepadi Nahilo Asha Apana Karama Punjaye Shamana Kohoyi Ruchana Dasha Parama Koruna Pahudvijana Nitai Goda Chandra Shaba Avatar Shada Shiromani Kibala Ananda Kanda Bhaja Bhaja bhajo bhai, Chaitanya Nitai, Sudrida Vishwasa Kori. Vishaya Chadiya, Shera Shemajiya, Muke Bolo, Hari Hari. Hari, 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 Hari. Parama Koruna, Pahudwijana, Nitai, Gaura Chandra. This is a song by Lochandas Thakur. Pahu means Lord, and Dvijana means two. Lochandas Thakur declares that the two lords, Nitai Gaurachandra, Lord Nitai and Lord Chaitanya, are very merciful, Parama Karuna. Shava Avatar, Shara Shiromani. Avatar means incarnation, and Shava means all. They are the essence of all incarnations. And the specific significance of these incarnations is that prosecuting their way of self-realization is simply joyful, Kevala Ananda Kanda, for they introduced chanting and dancing. Now there are many incarnations like Lord Ram and even Krishna, who taught Bhagavad Gita, which requires knowledge and understanding. But Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda introduced a process that is simply joyful. Simply chant and dance. Therefore, Lochandas requests everyone, Bhajo Bhajo Bhai, Chaitanya Nitai. Oh, my dear brother, I request that you just worship Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda with firm conviction and faith. Do not think that this chanting and dancing will not lead to the desired goal. It will. It is the assurance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that one will get all perfection by this process. Therefore, one must chant with firm faith and conviction, Vishwasa Kori. But exactly what is the process? The process is Vishaya Chariya She Rashe Majiya. If one wants to be Krishna conscious by this process, then one has to give up engagement in sense gratification. That is the only restriction. If one gives up sense gratification, it is sure that he or she will reach the desired goal. Muke Bolo Hari Hari. One simply has to chant Hare Krishna, Hari Hari, without any motive of sense gratification. Dekho aure bhai, tri bhuvane nai. Lochandas Thakur says, oh, my dear brother, you just try and examine this. Within the three worlds, there is no one like Lord Chaitanya or Lord Nityananda, because their merciful qualities are so great that they make even birds and beasts cry. What to speak of human beings? Actually, when Lord Chaitanya passed through the forest known as Sharikanda, the tigers, elephants, snakes, deer, and all other animals joined him in chanting Hare Krishna. It is so nice that anyone can join. Even the animals can join. So what to speak of human beings? Of course, it is not possible for ordinary men to induce animals to chant. But if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could inspire animals to chant, at least we can encourage human beings to adopt this path of Hare Krishna mantra chanting. It is so nice that even the most stone-hearted man will be melted. Pashana means stone. It is so nice that even stone will melt. But Lochan Das Thakur regrets that he is entrapped by sense gratification. So he addresses himself. Oh, my dear mind, you are entrapped in this sense gratification process, and you have no attraction for chanting Hare Krishna. Now, since you have no attraction for the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, what can I say? I can simply think of my own misfortune. Yamaraj, the superintendent of death, is punishing me by not allowing me to be attracted by this movement. Jeev jago, jeev jago, Gaura Chanda bole, Kota nidra jao maya, Pishachira kole, Bhajibo Bolia Eshe Samsara Vitare Bulia Rohile to me Abhijara Bhare Tomare Oite ami Hoinu avatara Ami bina bandhu ara Keache tomara Enechi aushadhi Maya Nashibaro Lagi Harinam Mahamantra Lao Tumi Magi Bhakati Vinoda Prabhu Sharane Hariya She Harinama Mantra Loilo Magia Enechi Au Shadhi Maya Nashibaro Lagi Harinam Mahamantra Loud to me Magi She Hari Nama Mantra Loilo Magia Enechi Aushadhi Maya Nashibara Lagi Mahamantra. Lao to me, Magi. Shai Hari Nama Mantra. Lailo Magia. Jeev Jago, Jeev Jago. Gaura Chanda Ole Kota Nidra Jau Maya Pishachira Kole Enechi Au Shadi Maya Nashi Baralagi Harinama Mahamantra. Loud to me, Magi. Shai Hari Nama Mantra. Lailo Magia. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lord Gauranga is calling. Wake up, sleeping souls, wake up, sleeping souls. How long will you sleep in the lap of the witch called Maya? You have forgotten the way of devotional service, and you find yourself lost in this world of birth and death. I have descended just to save you. Other than myself, you have no friend in this world. I have brought that medicine which will wipe out the disease of illusion from which you are suffering. Now, take this Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The author of this song, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, says, "Oh, I fall at Lord Gauranga's lotus feet, having taken this Maha Mantra.